Back again on a Thursday.
My cat has a new schedule of being petted. She approaches my desk in the morning now, cries a little bit, and I pet her, and she purrs. I'm a thing. I know. Sorry.
Cat's going to be
She's
a
upset.
cat.
I stopped petting her. You can see her tail.
So, if you
Yes.
live in Europe, you got a lot of things going for you. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Socialized medicine. Oh, no, you mean, so, yeah. So what's going on, Brad?
So, if you're in Europe and you don't want to pay for Teams, you can soon or I don't know if you can do it exactly today, but Microsoft is going to unbundle Teams from Office 365, and you could save 2 local currencies a month. Whatever,
So
2 euros.
Tell me if you caught the little gotcha here. Teams has how many million users, Brad? Is it 400?
So isn't it over 200 or something like that?
Okay,
it's
so
a
number,
lot.
yeah, it's a big number. Yeah, so the little gotcha here is they're reducing the price of Microsoft 365 by $2 per user per month.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to buy Teams for how much per month, Brad? Was it $2 probably? Oh, no, it's $5. They just raised the price of Teams. This is like, thanks to you. Now that we've got this, whatever 100 million users locked into this product, we're going to start charging them more for it, you know? Interesting. So.
Yeah. Curious to see if they offer that in the U.S. Going to go with probably not. At this point,
they don't.
Really
they say no, right? I love that antitrust is finally catching up with big tech.
Mm-hmm.
It's all happening in Europe, frankly. Well, that's not true. The FTC has been stupid in the U.S. too, but whatever. The effective stuff is happening in Europe, and this is the fear: the changes will only be made in Europe, you know. And I just don't understand.
So,
we'll see.
If there's something wrong with the audio on this episode, you can get your money back at your local authorized CVS retailer. For whatever reason, Paul's audio faded back in, but it looked like he kept recording. But yeah.
So yeah, hopefully the recording is okay, and it's just something loose wire in your speaker.
Yeah. Other things happening. Visual Studio's going away from the Mac. They said that's going to be retired in 2024. So
yeah. So I didn't. I could have predicted this, and I didn't, and I feel a little stupid about that. But Visual Studio on the Mac is not Visual Studio, right? This used to be Xamarin Studio or whatever they called it, and it was designed, by Xamarin originally to create mobile apps.
Mm-hmm.
And Microsoft has this cross-platform thing called Visual Studio Code, which is wonderful and highly extensible, super successful. And this past year, they've been adding things to it that really hinted that this was coming, including better support for C# and all kinds of other things. But the answer here is, first of all, no one's using this product. Who cares? But for those that are, Visual Studio Code now does MAUI workloads, which is their new version of Xamarin, which fills this need. So this is not a loss of any kind. It's all good. And it's one less thing for Microsoft to support that was not superfluous exactly, but was redundant, I guess is the way I would say it. So going forward with that cross-platform awesomeness of Visual Studio Code is absolutely the right thing to do. So all good.
You're going to hear from the many people who are users of Visual Studio on Mac, I'm sure.
Yeah,
but
I'm sure they can tell me I'm wrong and whatever. But it's
Microsoft looked at the numbers and they said this isn't worth doing.
Yeah, I don't think this impacts a lot of people, honestly, but you're right. I'll hear otherwise if that's the case.
Yeah. So that's coming to an end. Europe Teams getting the split. And Sony's like, you know what? We like raising prices too. We're not going to let Microsoft sit this one out alone. They are also raising the price of their PlayStation Plus plans, which is hard to say. By various amounts of dollar dues, but it's getting more expensive. I don't think they're getting any new features, though.
Everything's getting more expensive. This is just the world. It's unfortunate. It's everything, So I don't follow PS Plus too much, but there's 3 tiers now. It's very much like Game Pass, right? And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's exactly really whatever the highest ultimate version, whatever it's called, it I think has game streaming capabilities, right? So it's, we're all doing it. So Oh well.
So, yeah. October 4th, that's the Google event. Does that sound right?
That's right. New York.
So now we know the
Pixel.
dates. We got Apple on is it the 12th?
That
Then
sounds
we've
right.
got Microsoft on the 21st.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got Google on
The 4th,
the
I
4th.
think, right? And don't forget about IFA, which, by the way, starts any second now. And this is going to be the first hint we're going to get toward, PCs for the holidays, obviously, but also AI stuff. There's definitely this is the thing to pay attention to if you care
Yep.
about the Windows space at all. What Microsoft or PC makers or anybody says about AI in PCs. I'm very curious to see what happens there. And we don't know, Microsoft's event is going to be all about AI. Obviously, the PC stuff will be a part of it. So we'll see.
Yep. Shouldn't have to wait too long to find all that out. And somehow, August is now over. It's the last day of the month. Starfield will be released tonight if you have the Premium or Premium Plus or whatever they're calling it editions.
It's going to change everything, Brad.
I don't know. I'm going to be playing it. I
That's
paid.
good. No, I'm not saying
They
it's not
extracted $30 more from me, Thorat, so I could play it today.
Yeah. Let's look at you.
It's the Game Pass way, right? Game day one, they call it. But you know what? What does day one really mean? So if you give us $30 more, which you wouldn't have given us anyways, they got it out of my pocket. So better be good.
Yep.
Better not be
There have
Redfall.
been no reviews yet, right? That must happen tomorrow.